Hey guys, yes it's me Alex and back again for another review for you guys here on collectioneo or StatueForum. Now we are back on the Pop Culture Shock roller coaster and we are back in the world of Street Fighter with their Ultra line, and today we have none other than Juri Now if you don't know Juri, she was introduced in Super Street Fighter 4. She is the Korean fighter. They finally introduced a Korean fighter doing Taekwondo, and she pretty much became a fan favourite pretty quick and made her appearance back in Street Fighter 5 in a different costume, of course. In Street Fighter 5, she wore a leather, skin-tight catsuit. Just think about that for a second. Yes, she's great in 5, but this is her Street Fighter 4 costume, which is available in 5 via the Nostalgia Pack. As with most Street Fighter characters in Street Fighter 5, they do have lots of costumes, especially the ladies. So like I say, this is PCS, this is our Ultra line. I've just recently reviewed Can. I think I might have mentioned I was picking up Juri in there, and she literally came in about a week ago, so I've just got round to reviewing it. This is the regular edition, but as you can see, I have got the Senpusha effect, which we will go over in a minute. The regular version is limited to 300. I have number 227. Now, I'll just go over a few of the things that, all the details for this statue, and then what we'll do, we'll get some close-ups and talk about the effect parts and all that sort of stuff. So, Juri retailed at $445. I actually picked her up for £340 delivered. I got it from Germany, actually. The regular version, as we said, is limited to 300. The normal exclusive, which is same colours, but you get an extra head. Also, both heads have a light up feature. Now, the extra head's got here sticking a tongue out. It's very Juri. It's very mischievous. It's Juri likes to have a bit of fun. But the problem with the X heads is they've put an LED in both heads. And instead of like casting like the eye in like a clear purple, they've literally drilled a big hole in the eye. So when you don't have the light on, all you can see is this big hole. So it didn't really interest me. And extra money and shipping from Sideshow. These are all in stock on Sideshow, by the way, when I go through these. They're all, like I say, there's no discounts on these, no shipping, saving shipping. They've kind of stopped that with any new PCS statues going forward. But yeah, like I say, the EX has got this big ugly hole drilled in her left eye, with the LED on it, it looks great. But instead of doing a battery in the base or a plug into the base, literally the head has got a watch battery in it, and you have to take the head apart, press a button, put the head back together. Now that is a light up feature you're never going to use because it's just so fiddly to turn on and off. So for me, it was a preference of getting a head without the hole in. The regular head I think is great. I would have liked the EX head, but the hole in the eye really didn't do it for me. So that's the exclusive version, which is limited to 250. They also did a black version, which is actually really nice as well. Imagine this, but take the whites away. That's more to what the black's like. That was limited to 200 as well. And then they also did a blue two-player version, which is okay. I don't think the effect part works as well because the Senpusha effect is obviously a pinky, pinky effect, and the blue version is obviously blue. And I don't think the pink matches with the blue, but that one was limited to 100. So total edition size for all the Juris, regular EX, blue EX, black EX, is 850, which still isn't a massive amount, but there's quite a few variants there. I figured PCS had cut down on variants, but they have recently done Ryu, the Ultra version of Ryu, and that's got 3 variants. But they are slightly different, especially the Battle Ryu, rather than just simple repaints. And then the Senpusha effect is a separate piece. That's $50, which we'll go on to as we get in closer, which we will do now. So here we are, guys, all zoomed in and close up on this base, and it's a very, very nice base. It's got the Black Widow spider motif that kind of runs through Juri's costume. You can tell this has been 3D printed because all this sort of stuff here is very similar to what's going on Vega's base. And we basically have the same pattern running around the bottom. All the paints are very clean. Really well done. And you'll see more of that as we get onto Juri. Base, again, cylinder base. It's a theme that they've kept through the entire Ultra line, and I must say on display, like the base is matching up, really, really works. I'm so glad they went for it. Now the Senpusha effect, like I say, it is a separate piece and it has to be purchased separately. So let's just run over this quickly. With Ken, if you didn't watch the last review, they actually sold Ken with the Dragon Flame separate. Without the Dragon Flame, sorry, if you didn't want it. But I don't think they actually made that version. But that was their first effort. So the Dragon Flame, you could buy Ken for $450 without it, or $500 with it. And whatever version you got, the Dragon Flame was packed in with Ken. So you paid for your shipping for your statue, and it was all in one box. Now here with this effect part, they actually decided to sell the effect part separately. So you buy Juri for $445. And then you pay another $50 for your Senpusha effect, and then you're paying shipping on Juri and the effect part. Now the effect part is in a box which is not huge, it's pretty big, but where this does fall down a bit is for us internationals. Now the Senpusha effect part was $50, which is about £39. Shipping for it was £33, and then custom charges were £25. Yeah, that then becomes a third of the statue. Cost is just for the Senpusha effect. Now, luckily, I had points and vouchers and things on Sideshow, so I actually got the Senpusha part for free, and I ended up just paying the £33 shipping and the £25 custom fees, which sucks. It really just sucks. But so I've paid about what, 58 quid, which I'm kind of happy with. But to be honest, if this is packed into the statue, in the actual statue box, I wouldn't have paid any extra. Yeah, I just would have paid the $50 like I have, or like everyone has with Ken. Luckily, it was a stupid thing that PCS did, and they haven't repeated it, and I hope they don't repeat it again. I don't really understand why they did it. I don't know why they just didn't put the part in. A wider box, the part would have gone flat on one side. It's a delicate piece, but it's not super delicate. It's quite thick. Do I think the Senpusha part is necessary? No. Just point out you do get a rock that slots into that bit there. I'm not going to take it off because I have to take Juri out to take the piece off, because obviously it wraps around the leg. But you do get, so the normal regular version, you just get well, with any version actually, with the X versions, you'll just get the rock, and then you have to buy the Senpusha part separately. So even with the X's, you do not get this effect part. I think it adds a lot to the statue, especially with Ken having the big flame effect, and Zangief kind of having the smoke effect on his base. I think it adds a lot. Do I think it's necessary? No. I think the statue looks great without it. But, if you can pick it up, especially if you're in the US, $50 is nothing for it. You'll probably be able to pick it up from on eBay or BBTS and pay far, far less shipping. And I think, like I say, if you've got the statue, it really adds a bit of wow to the base. But let's carry on. So we've got Juri, of course, on one leg, as ever, with all the Ultraline statues, they're all on one leg. We've got this belt piece here, which actually connects on a peg, and it's got a big magnet as well. And that bit basically swirls around the back of her left leg. And as you can see, all the paint's really clean. The purple that they've gone for, it's not really purple, like a pink, like a magenta, is it? It's really, really nice. Let's angle up a bit and get that face and the body detail. So we just scooted up a bit to catch Juri's body and face. Let's just re-angle slightly. And the pose is brilliant. As you can see, the leg coming at the back. The glutes, very, very well done. As you can see, all the spider along the back there, all the lines are picked out really, really well. Some really good textures on the leather gloves, which I think I should be able to take off. Get you a bit of a close-up on them. She does come in a few pieces. You've got the main body, you've got the wrap going around the leg. Each arm comes off and the head, and the rest of the body's one piece. And then obviously you've got the base, the effect part if you've bought it, and the magic rock. But as you can see, all the paints on this body here, really clean, really well done. Not a brush stroke out of place. Big strong magnet. Really nice paints on the fingers and the fingernails. Like I said, the colours really pop on it, which I think is a little bit lost on the blue version. I think the black version looks great, to be honest. And that leg arch right back. It's really, really cool. Really cool pose. I think this is actually the first Juri statue that's been released. Connecticut's have got one coming out, but it's 1.6. But that'll probably cost you more than this. So like I say, this is the reg head. Now I must say, on film and on pictures, her nose looks a bit Michael Jackson in angles, but honestly, in hand it's really, really nicely done. The brown eyes and the wisps of makeup. The hair's really well done. And then the purple, magenta running through the hair, the bands. It's really, really solid. And again, like I said in the Ken review, no, it's not super realistic. It looks like a Street Fighter. It looks like the game. It looks like a character model from the game. Not super overly detailed. Musculature and skin tones are definitely painted really well. And the musculature is really well sculpted. Like a torso there is really nicely done. The straps running around the chesticles. But I just love the pose. Very, very happy with, very happy with the entire line. Like I say, we have got a few more coming here. We've got Bison will probably be next, then Dawson. Like I say, she's the 5th in the line. We had Vega first, then Cammy, who I do want to pick up soon. Feeling a little left out. Then after Cammy we had Geef, then Ken, now Juri, so that's 5 into the line. Bison, Dawson, Ibuki, Ryu to come. And they also teased Blanca. Now if PCS continue to just do 1, 2 a year in between all their other stuff that they're doing, you know, the G.I. Joe, the WWE, the mixed media Street Fighter stuff, they can just promote a couple of these a year. Ryu and Ken are done now. We can get on some crazy characters. There's a lot of people I'd love to see. Alex, Guile, I think Akuma is missing at the moment, of course. But yes, I'm going to zoom out a bit, guys. Just get one final shot of it. And then what I'm going to do is drop her into the collection. Like I say, the Senpusha effect, not super necessary, but it's a really nice effect. Really looks good on the base. The dark blacks and the magenta tones really pop. And like I say, the white on the trousers. Like I say, I don't think the blue works quite as well for me. The black looks great, you know, because you've got all the black against all these pinky tones, especially with the effect part. But yeah, very, very happy with it, guys, I must say. I'm very, very happy. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause, throw her on display, and we can see all 4 of them lined up together. And there we go, guys. Little Street Fighter display coming along nicely. Now, if you're thinking, well, you didn't have that set up before, it's because it's been so long. I've had Vega and Geef sitting here for so long. And then suddenly, you know, Ken was on offer. So that kind of forced me to pick him up. And then, as soon as I got Ken in, saw that Juri had come out really well as well. I mean, this is the thing, guys, and PCS is a wild ride. Has been for a while. But they are keeping true to their word and giving us some really well designed and well executed, well painted statues. Now, of course, all these are statues from Jerry's era still. But, you know, that Ultra Ryu, I don't know if Jerry was involved in that one, but that's a fantastic concept, really well realised. So, really looking forward to that. As you can see, the line's looking great. Like I said, the cylinder bases really, it just really works. You know, you can tell they're all from the same line. Despite the differences in the bases, obviously the difference in the characters. That one-legged thing, all on one leg. Of course, Ryu's broken that tradition. But yeah, super happy, guys, with it. And super happy with the entire line. And the best Street Fighter line about, still maintain that. And as the rest of them follow this year, I think I'm going to have a real nice lineup. Now on the end of my last video, I said Ornstein from First Figures would be my next piece. Obviously it was Juri. But on pre-order wise, I don't know what's coming in next. Might be a Dino. We might get something from Prime 1. Maybe a Kaneko Man. It might be another PCS piece. We don't know. But there you go, guys. That's Juri. It's the regular with the Senpusha effect from popcultureshock collectibles, 1/4 scale, in their Ultra line. Highly recommend this line. Now's the time to jump on. Prices are at an all-time low. It's definitely a buyer's market when it comes to PCS. And despite what you think of the company, despite what you think of the situations that they've been in, the product's really good still. Few irks and oohs and ahs that here and there, but I get a big thumbs up for the Ultra line. Really is. I don't think any other Street Fighter line's going to touch it, he says, as Prime 1 looks on. But there you go, guys. Ultra Juri. Very happy. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.